What up, Sim Racing fam? In this video, upgrade video number 2, I'm going to go over the process of how to mount Sparco seat sliders onto your sim rig. It's not exactly the easiest, most straightforward install. They come covered in grease, the holes don't line up, there's a whole bunch of stuff you need to know, but if you've ever wondered how you do it, stay tuned. I'm going to provide you with detailed step-by-step instructions and show you all the problems I encountered along the way. I had to break the video up into multiple parts because the video just kind of got away from me. I know that everyone loves watching these sim builds, as do I, so here's another one. Stay tuned. Okay, so as you can see, or if you followed along with the build already, I'm running an Asetek ecosystem. So it just makes sense that I have some more Asetek boxes here. The first thing that I have up top here is the Stream Deck Plus. I just needed a button box. Wanted some fast, quick commands for muting and for turning down the volume on the fly when I'm racing, when my girlfriend goes to bed. So we got the Stream Deck Plus by Elgato. Now we got some advanced sim racing stuff. These are the Evo Wheel Deck to post mounts. And they sold me these for 40 bucks. I think this might solve my problems. It'll get me at least 1.5 inches to 2 inches of forward mobility on the wheel deck, allowing me to use the wheel that I initially wanted to use, which is this Invicta that I got used by the same guy that sold me all the gear. Okay, the next upgrade that I have is another advanced sim racing upgrade. These are the advanced extended height brackets. I need these because right now I'm running the standard height bracket, as you can see, and they're backwards because this OMP seat actually has the top mounting hole is about 2 to 3 inches higher than on a Sparco, so I wasn't able to mount them the right way. I had to put them backwards, and I think I might want a little bit more rake on the seat, or a tilt, sorry. This right here is from racegear.ca in Vancouver. These are seat sliders, the Sparco variety. These guys are really good. They respond same day you ask them any questions. Give them a little plug, racegear.ca. So here they are, the Sparco brand seat sliders. I was just so terrified of getting sliders that weren't super awesome, so I ended up spending a little bit more money on the Sparcos, hoping that I can trust the brand name. I'll let you know how that works after I install them. So right now, I think the first thing I'm going to do is pull the rig out, and then I'm going to pull the seat off. So I've actually changed the plan of attack. I'm going to take the seat off the rig first, because I'm not 100% certain that I'm going to use these post to wheel deck brackets just yet. So in hindsight, I would have left the bolts on the back before I start trying to undo the ones on the front, because now the seat's sliding around. I might even put one back on the back. Okay, the shelf can come off. Put that over here for later. Now that allows me a little bit more room to maneuver. There we go. Now he's got to come over to this side again and just remove that last bolt. There you go. There you go. There's the 4 seat bolt. The seat should come off right now. The seat should just pull away. There's the rig, no seat. There's the seat. Okay, now I got to remove the seat brackets from the OMP seat. Okay, the OMP seat is officially and successfully removed. Now, we got to figure out this slider situation. Okay, so we got the sliders ready to install onto the brackets. This is the top and that's the bottom. Okay, I believe the seat brackets and the sliders can go on first, and then I will mount them onto the seat. I'm not going to tighten any of this stuff down, I don't think, until I get a grasp on what I'm doing.
What's the taxi?
Okay, so we're already running into some problems. I'll show you right now. This is kind of annoying from ASR. They sell these same brackets, these Sparco brackets. When that bolt's there, this bolt, there isn't enough room to put that bolt in here. So I'm gonna have to take a file or something to the brackets, or at least make the hole bigger, which sucks. Also, the brackets have so much, the sliders have so much grease on them, and you have to it's so much pressure to get this lever to move up in order to unlock the locks, the mechanism. So moving them to get the back of the bolt so you can get the Allen key in is kind of hard. This is interesting. When you line up those holes there on the new bracket with the old bracket, the holes are in the wrong spot. I wonder, are these knockoff Sparco brackets or what? They say Sparco on the box. I don't see Sparco anywhere on the actual bracket. Interestingly enough, Advanced Sim Racing standard brackets fit, but not the Advanced Sim Racing extra height ones. So that's a little bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Another problem that I've now encountered, and it won't go up unless I have more space between the slider and the brackets. I think I need to flip the seat over, mount the brackets on the seat, and then measure. There's a good chance I'm gonna have to change where those bars are that mount the brackets as well. This is gonna be a whole ordeal. This is exactly why I was having the anxiety of taking the rig apart. And I'm going to measure the old brackets and how high I was, and then I'm gonna go a little bit higher than that on the extended bracket.
What's the taxi?
And then I just have to move the seat mounting profiles on the rig. But you can see the brackets are mounted. I'm just going to take a measurement just in case I need it. So between these brackets, we are looking at 12 and 7/8. On the bottom, it is also 12 and 7/8. The profiles on the rig are at 15. Should still work. Okay, so what I got to do right now is basically modify the brackets.
What's the taxi?
Excuse the really bad lighting. I just got this thing in a vise. I'm just taking off some of the metal on the inside so I can try and mount these. Okay, so I had to take a metal file, and file these slots bigger. It's kind of a little bit of an oversight on ASR's part. The next issue that I'm running into is that even with the bolts completely over that thing that I was talking about earlier right here is actually hitting the bracket. The top of the bracket hits that thing. So I only have that much room to lift it up. I don't know if you can even see that, without the mechanism bottoming out on the bottom of the bracket, which in turn makes it impossible to slide the seat. So right now I'm just experimenting to see how many washers I need to put in there in order to get the clearance that I need on that little tab. Where is it? Right there, that little tab right there. What I'm trying to make sure is that when I pull this tab, is there enough space to unlock the bracket and slide it? So I got 3 in there and it's no good. Okay, so I figured out that 5 washers, as you can see right here, allows enough room for this to go up all the way with a little bit to spare. I'm gonna do the same on the back side too, just to keep it even. I got them both mounted up. I'm worried that because I grinded down the holes the sliders might be on a little bit of an angle, but I don't really know how I can alleviate that other than just mounting it and then seeing if it slides properly. Cross my fingers. Because these bolts are so long, they stick up, let's see, under there that much. I had to pick the top rear hole. Now what I'm going to do is flip the seat over and I'm going to sit in it and just get a feel for what the angle's like. So I just sat in the seat, didn't get any footage. It is probably good. It's hard to say. I'm probably just going to try and mount it on the rig now and then see how that goes. Okay, so I just measured hole to hole. This one is at 14. This one right here, 14 1/4. So I slid both sliders down so you can actually see the T8 nuts through those holes. I'm going to try and adjust them so they're the same distance between the middle. Okay, the next step is going to be to loosen up these seat mount profiles. We're going to loosen those so that I can move them. So those four bolts are loosened. Now I'm going to put the seat on top of them. Okay, so we have the seat sitting on the sliders. The holes from above there in here are sitting on top of the T-nuts that you can see back there. Okay, so I'm just putting these on loose, but you can see that one is in. So the sliders, you can only put 2 bolts in. Like when it comes to the seat brackets and bolting the sliders down, you can only do 2 at a time because the other ones are hidden in the slider. So you have to put the first 2 in on the front and then put the ones in the back on. So I'm going to do the one on the second one on the front now. So I've got the bolts in. Everything is loose except for the bolts mounting the brackets to the sliders. Everything else is loose. Right now I'm dealing with, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes there, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 there. So I think I'm a little bit off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with a bit, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with a bit. So I think we're straight. So now I'm going to block down the back side and the front side of these runners, I guess the seat extrusions. So I'm going to measure the gap to there, measure the gap to there, and then I'm going to lock it down. So I got the seat mounted up. So I toiled over just getting cheap sliders. I bought Sparcos thinking that they'd be really strong, but look at the play in this slider. Can you see that? I don't know if they're knockoffs or what. Like they say Sparco. They're in Sparco packaging. Anyway, if anyone knows how to tell Sparco, they don't say Sparco anywhere on the actual sliders. So I don't know. Maybe I got ripped off. Okay, so there you have it. Everything's all cleaned up. The Sparco seat sliders are mounted, as well as the Advanced Sim Racing extended height brackets. I haven't noticed the play affecting anything when I'm driving. Like when you're in the seat, it doesn't really flex that much backwards. So it's kind of only when you're rocking it forwards. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next upgrades. We're going to get into the wheel deck mounts, the stream deck, and my round wheel. Stay tuned. I'm Bosco the Shooter, and I'll see you next time. Peace. And be sure to watch the video next to the chimp if you want to see the full build.